bitches. What's up? Wake up. It's morning time.
What's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How are we doing today? It is Thursday, arguably known as one of the greatest days of the week. You know why? We know why. At least two of us understand this. What's up? How y'all doing? Look at this. MP sneaking it in on X and then on Twitch. I mean, you kind of think you need double points for that, but that is not the way the game works. But congratulations, sir. What's up, Bukes? Good morning. And good morning, Caitlin. How are we all doing today? Refresh was slow. Dom, did I see you got a number on TTM? I didn't watch. I I jumped into the stream. I saw that someone had already gotten the Stoic Slime spot. I knew who this person was. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a spot and then hopefully I could trade it to him. And so I bid a couple of them, but they kept going higher than my pre-bid. So eventually I got one. It was the raccoon spot. I pinged the person to see if they could trade. They did not respond in the time that I was in the stream, but they did message me like not too long after. Good morning, Oz, and good morning, Dylan, and good morning, Carfishing, and good morning, Dr. Feelgood. What's up? Um, and so yeah, I did not get to trade, but I did. Someone did tell me that I hit, so I'm excited to see what comes my way because that's just an bag trade bait. 100%. Just ordered some Topps Chrome via the GameStop app, round two. Hopefully this time they don't sell it off. Yeah, I've been hearing that. I've been hearing people say that it's worked for them, and I've been hearing people say that it hasn't worked for them. So bummer, but hopefully we get some stuff out there and MP can stop hunting and just start ripping. Also, Bailey was on. Nice. Yeah, that's so cool. I hope you guys are shouting her out and saying hi to her. She's definitely a lurker. So that's super cool. Did she win a giveaway? She's so funny. She's got good giveaway luck though. Like I'll tell you, the girl wins giveaways. I had two blasters and a mega ordered yesterday, and then at noon I got yeah. People are out there, man. I actually so this is one of the first things I was gonna talk about anyways, but I went to Target yesterday, stood in a long ass line of people that were there for Pokemon and One Piece and squishies and all that. Talked to a guy, there's a guy right behind me who was a grandfather in town from Texas to visit his family and was told or was asked politely by his granddaughter, Can you go stand in line at 7 a.m. At 6:30 actually at Target and try to get me some squishies?" And so he's sitting there like in bewilderment on what's going on. These adult people, bunch of resellers and stuff like that, just getting in this line. And then sure enough, there were no squishies that day. So he went back home without anything. So it's just wild. And then I saw the Gary V post about Dick's. So I went to two Dick's sporting goods yesterday. The second one closer to my house, the guy was super nice and very knowledgeable. Was he actually remembers VFriends Topps Chrome last year because he was actually working at GameStop last year. So he's like, yeah, it's crazy. Like we would have them and then they'd go quickly. And we were like marking up the price and people were upset and like I should have bought some, blah blah blah. So it was hopefully this store doesn't sell out today. Yeah. Hopefully not. So it's very interesting times to say the least. Um my gratitude, a little bit of what happened yesterday, like all kind of the same, but like Amy has been really doing some yard work around the house. So we, whatever point in the day she invited us out to do some yard work. And I went out with her and it was just some fun little, family time, just hanging out, doing doing the work in the yard. We kind of tore apart some couple of plants in our front yard that were getting out of control and then planted some of our plumerias because the plumerias just really like our the front of our house. So they're growing. We got one that's like 7 feet tall now, which is wild because it started as a little cutting. So that was good. That was good. Other than that, my day yesterday was pretty normal and standard. Nothing too amazing. What's up, old William Craig Jolly Jacker over on Facebook? How you doing, buddy? Um, work was good. Had it a 2 hour inspection window, so kind of just like waited around waiting for the inspector. I think he came at like hour and a half. Wasn't too bad. It was an easy inspection, but this easy inspection I've been trying to pass now, like on and off for a week or two. And every time they go there, they're either like, no one was here, or the gate was locked, or um I think the last time they actually inspected it and my freaking electrician wasn't ready. So I was just like, I'm gonna be there because when I'm there, everything gets passed. I don't know. Sometimes you just got to talk to the people and be like, oh, that's what you want to see? Okay. Yeah, yeah, we'll get that handled. Don't even worry about it. You can check it on the next one. Just pass me. Um, so, but it can be very difficult putting a 2 hour window in your day when you have such a strict and rigid and messed up schedule as I try to maintain. So inspections are problematic. And the other big thing was I moved mountains to try to get this kitchen ready for this client, getting slabs out, getting people in to finish electrical and plumbing, just kind of like rushing people in there, calling in a favor for an appliance installer, having the appliances delivered and unloading them myself with a bunch of painters, all this stuff. And my appliance installer is installing, and then all of a sudden my phone's just getting blown up. I'm doing yard work with my wife. My hands are all dirty. Phone's blowing up. Turns out no one paid attention to the handing of the refrigerator, and the refrigerator that ultimately got there and installed, which was correct on the order, um, does not open the direction that she wanted it to. So she's unhappy and blah blah blah. And so we got to have the fun conversation with her. This is what you ordered. This is, what you picked out. You went to the appliance store yourself, to your own salesman. You didn't go to my person. You just went ahead, went a little rogue. Um, I didn't have anything to do with this really. I should have asked the question. I should have verified. It should have been something that I thought about at one point, but honestly, it wasn't. This was kind of like a thing, a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, so I'm gonna reach out to my people and see if there's anything they could do to just help me out because it gets a little bit more difficult when it's already out of the box and installed. As many of you know, the boxes, they don't come easily. They don't survive an appliance installer. You never, yeah, have your people talk to my people. You never take the thing out of the box and then put it back in well. Restocking charges can be 10, 15, 30%. And on a $12,000 refrigerator, it's a good amount of money. Gratitude, my husband, he's been really super helpful, especially with cleaning lately. Way to go, bud. Way to go. That's the way you gotta do it. That's the way you gotta do it. You gotta just get it done. You see the dishes, you see the laundry, you see the whatever. Just gotta pick it up, put it away. Um, I find it easiest to just follow my wife around like a little robot vacuum. It's amazing, you just kind of follow her around, you know, and you enjoy the view behind your wife, thing you've been chasing all your life. So, just pick up after her. It's easy. We just purged our room for extra clothes that don't fit or we don't wear. Nice. Yeah, got to make room for all the extra clothes and stuff the baby doesn't wear. Right? My customer just had to pay a restocking fee on 400 pounds of powder because they approved the wrong color and I'd already ordered it. 15% fee. Yeah, damn. Yeah, that sucks. That's crazy. But, we're here. And then I got a new TPS report that I'm slacking on. So hit me up, check on me. I got to get it done. I'm going to say Monday at the latest. Okay. I'm going to try to get it done this weekend. It's a relatively simple one, so should be able to knock it out if I just sit and focus. Hopefully today. Um, so Caitlin's my best reminder of the TPS reports. I'll put that right back on you. Just kidding. Um, and here we are. So, like I said, home early, family all played a video game together. We did some gardening. No nap, but I did get to bed early. Oh, guys, so beautiful. 6:30 p.m. Oh my God, it was gorgeous. That was so gorgeous. 6:30 p.m. I was in bed. Ah, just felt so good, you know. Um, I did get to the opportunity to pick Brooklyn up from dance class. I actually was driving home and I just jammed right past her. Sometimes I forget to text my wife that I'm on the way home. I just assume she knows, like she has a better husband radar than she does. But it's definitely not the case. She, out of sight, out of mind, never thinks about me. It's a glorious, yes, guys. Caitlin's crushing it. See what happens when you tune into the Daily Dad Show, Caitlin? You just get all this advice and you crush it. So maybe you should change your work schedule come fall. Just be like, look, guys, I'm just going to come in late. Don't worry about it. I got a kid now. I'm going to come in late. Plus, I have this other thing that is really important. Um, yeah, I didn't even text my wife. I knew she was going from like an orthodontist appointment to like a dance class to a swim, and I just didn't even think about it. Partly because I was cheating the system a little bit, and I jumped off the freeway real quick to run into Dick's and Target and talk to this guy and all that stuff. So totally like on me, not on her. And so I jam past where Brooklyn's dance class is, and I'm like almost home, and Brooklyn calls me. She's like, "Hey, Dad, I just saw you drive past me. Are you gonna pick me up? Because Mom says I have to wait like an extra 20 minutes." So I texted my wife. I'm like, "Hey, you want me to get Brooklyn?" And she's like, "Oh, that'd be great." And I'm like, "So you're not already getting her, right?" And she's like, "Nope, go ahead." And I'm like, "Cool." So I got like did a U-turn on the freeway, essentially, like get off, get back on, um, and then went got Brooklyn. So stupid. But saved her, 10, 15 minutes of waiting and my wife having to rush out of swim class and go get her. I had a night meeting and came home to my wife passed out on the couch. You bet I left her butt there. I wasn't poking that bear. Yeah, right? That's when you come home and you like corral the kids and you're like, guys, we need to go. Like, leave mom, leave the bear. Like, yeah, 100%. You don't poke the bear. That's the smartest move ever. The, th- the things we do for Stoic Slime. Yeah, like all these things that I'm getting in the mail, like they're probably all like Stoic Slime base. Just crazy packages. I know they're not, but so yeah, it was a good day yesterday. A good solid day. Let's get to this reading, guys. This reading was a good one, right? We know this. We know presence is everything, right? But this reading is taking it to another level that maybe a lot of us don't think about is that um you need to try your best. We all need to try our best to be as present and as available for our kids as possible in every moment of our day, right? So a good example is what just happened to me yesterday. I was not very present and available for my kids and my wife. I was distracted by chasing this nonsense cardboard. I know, like 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I'm totally gonna regret having all this in my fucking closet. Um, and having spent all the money and all that other stuff, but I was distracted and therefore not present for my kid, not present enough to know, like to really think, oh, I'm, like, actually really close, like, it's just like a it would've just been like a quick pop like, as quick of a pop off the freeway to have gone to Dick's and Target was all I had to do had I thought more about my wife and kid on that trip home. It coulda just been, like, pop off to Target and Dick's, pop off to get Brooklyn, and home. But I was too distracted. I was too thinking about this, thinking about that. The reading talks about addictions like drugs, alcohol, that kind of stuff. It could be as simple as like mine. Another one of mine is like TV. I'll sit there and I'll tell myself like I'm gonna watch one show while I eat, and then one show easily becomes four. And in those four, there's plenty of moments where a kid comes downstairs and asks a question, and I, for the most part, hit pause and look at them and give them my focus. But a lot of times it's in a headphone, so they don't know it's on, and they're just talking while something in my ear is talking. Uh, I'll even have something on my phone or device, like either a stream or a game or something like that. And it's going over that reminder to us to be a little bit more focused on our presence, especially when we're around the kids, but also giving us a little reminder that, especially those of us who, go away for a long work day, or, anyone who's like has a traveling profession, you never know when your kids are going to need you, when your kids are going to call you. The reading even takes it into like a spiritual thing, like just being ready for ready and available for them in the world in general. Um, yeah, presence over presence, 100%. Someone always tells me to give your best, even if your best is only 75%, then you get 75. Yep, I like that. I get the dad guilt a lot on my way home because I leave for work at 4 a.m. before they're even up. I feel guilty I don't come right home after work to help my wife with them and spend time with them versus doing errands and stops on the way home. Yes, I'm right there with you. The leaving before they wake up um, is a struggle. It's a constant battle, like you said. It's definitely the best for me. um, it's the best way for me to start my morning. I have always naturally been a morning person and wake up pretty early, whereas my wife and kids not so much, especially on summer schedules. Like there's no way. Like on Fridays and the weekends, I'm like a I'm like a charged up, like just I feel like I'm a crackhead in my own house because I'm awake at 4 a.m. and the rest of them are not up until, I think we get one that wakes up at 7, one at 8, and one at 9. Like my wife will go all the way till 9, 9:30 if there's not a lot of noise. And for me, I'm just sitting there and I'm like shaking and I'm like, when's everybody gonna wake up? Like I'm so excited for them to wake. I'm like a kid on Christmas morning waiting for my parents to wake up, but having been told not to wake them up. And so whatever that math is, 5 hours of me just, like, shaking and roaming around the house, for my wife, and it's not every day. I'm not gonna paint her in that picture whatsoever. Um, like, there's been times where she's been like, "Yeah, I miss waking up next to you," and I'm like, "Honey, you don't understand. Like, if I tried to, like, stay in bed for those 5 hours or come in, like, somehow sneak in too early, I would wake you up, and you'd be like, 'Damn it, you woke me up too early.'" So, I don't know what it is. I take some morning sleeping pills or some shit like that. It is comical for sure. The the games that I play on you guys see me on the Friday show, so I'm up early for sure on Fridays. I try to sleep in a little bit more on Saturday and a little bit more on Sunday, but the more and more I sleep in, the harder and harder Monday becomes. So, it's kinda like one of those things. First world problems, not first person problems. Um, so we still have ways of being distracted, so not necessarily drugs, alcohol, stuff like that, but There's definitely all these other ways that we're distracted, mostly our phone, streaming, TikToks, all that kind of stuff. Those are ways that we're distracting ourselves from our kids. It seems harmless. For me, it also seems harmless because, all my kids are distracted in those same ways too. So I'll be like, okay, I'll come home. I got energy. I want to be with my family, but they're all on their devices. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll jump on my device. Next thing you know, like they shake out of it and they're like, oh, hey, dad, what's up? You want to go play? And I'm like, no, I want to watch this show. I get stuck in that position a lot. And it's very hard to, get out of that stupor. My summer schedule is wake up at 7:45 or 7:25 a.m. right now. Work starts at 9 a.m. most days. Okay, that's not bad, right? What's the switch when you're on school schedule? Does it is it different? Yeah, for me, I need to be better about planned times with the kid. That's kind of what how I took this is like if I'm if I kind of give myself the grace and know that I'm not going to be perfect, that I am going to be distracted, that these moments are going to happen. I think that the key unlock for me is going to be more efficient in planning time with the kids, in taking extra moments when they're in a mood to talk. Definitely trying to have a little bit more time with them each night before I go to bed to kind of, I don't know, ask some questions, maybe get a download on their day, what their plan is for tomorrow, that kind of stuff. Next year will be different. We have to add a daycare stop. So TBD. Yep. Next year, everything's going to be different. Ooh, the baby waffles is here, guys. She is here. So that was my kind of thing is get some of those, get some more time in so that it's the dad guilt, the guilt of being away in the morning, the guilt of being distracted at work or focused at work rather, um, is a little bit less, or it feels a little better that I've spent a lot more time with them. Midday check-ins was another thing. I was trying to think to myself, I was like, is there a way that I could create some sort of system? Not a punishment system, but like a reminder system of every time I want to open up X or a stream or whatever. But instead, I just do a little check-in with my fam first. How you guys doing? How's your day going? I kind of think that something like that could help because I feel like a lot of times, I mean, in reality, I should be working. That's really what I should be doing. Like every time I check X, I should then force myself to make a tough phone call that I've been putting off. What to do with myself sometimes. 6:45 a.m. is when daycare opens, so we have to be at work, and we have to be at work by 7:15. Wow, dang. So you're gonna be like driving by, chucking a football out the window, and then moving on. Thankfully, it's easier for the kid rather in these early stages. Kid don't mind. Just drop that bomb and keep going. Winter will suck if we get, yeah. Doesn't winter always suck with a snowstorm? Damn, customer interfered with my daily dad's time. Done. And he doesn't he know? 13 dial. How rude. Yeah. What it should be is the moment you open Twitch, your phone AI system just automatically puts you into do not disturb. And then the doors on your shop lock. Um, we need to be available at any time they call. Also, ChatGPT really had like a good description, so I absolutely loved it. We got 5 minutes. I guess I can read it. Today's reading cuts through all the noise and reminds us of every single most important response of the most single. I can't read, dude. This is not good. The single most important responsibility of parenthood being present. We often convince ourselves that certain habits, distractions, or personal struggles don't affect our children because they happen outside the home or after they're asleep. But true presence isn't just physical, it's emotional, mental, and spiritual availability. Our children need to know that when they reach for us, we're truly there. See, I'm not this wordy. That's why I didn't write a book. This is why I'm not a large language model. But yeah, those are the descriptions that are posted on YouTube and somewhere else. So if any of you ever read them, that's not me writing it. That is ChatGPT. They are worth the read. I think so. I like them. Dude, what the fuck? Why can't I get my hat straight? It feels so crooked. Is my head crooked? Guys, sorry. And then we have the daily Stoic reading of the day. The title of that one was Prepared and Active. So this was a reminder that challenges and obstacles are always going to come. The world is not perfect. And instead of wishing for better situations or hoping, you we need to remain active. We need to take the challenges head on, um, and grow from that. Like realize that that's what life is. That's how you build stronger muscle memory, stronger resistance, resilience. All those things is through the challenges and the obstacles. So remain prepared and get active. Right? Yeah. And I flew through that. Saw that sleep. All that sleep. I just flew through this thing. Episode 601 is in the bag. I have no idea how much money I spent. It wasn't that much. I would say under $100. I've been really bad about checking the emails, checking the bank accounts. I do need to get through that. The other day, I did scroll my bank account. And again, the whatnot, like separate transactions for every single spot you buy. And that was the day I bought 52 spots on one stream. So just my the ledger was going to be so stupid to write that down. I'm so glad there's not an accountant anymore looking through my personal finances. Like I just have a one doing the business side. Whatnot is terrible, guys. Everybody needs to delete that shit. It's so bad. But thank you. Let's close this thing out. Let's close this thing out. Oh, the other thing that happened today, guys, StreamYard fixed all the problems that have been killing me. So
Down, do the reading.
I can hear Dee Dee
What's
now.
up, bitches? What's up? Wake
I can
up.
hear her father.
It's morning
So
time.
that's great. It's not like weird for me anymore. And then my phone is working in the admin mode. I can flip the camera, all that kind of stuff. So that was cool that I'm back with the glitches are out of the programming. Funny enough, I've made 2 video screen recordings explaining my problems, the glitches, so that I can send them to StreamYard for like help and assistance. Never sent them. Did the recordings, never sent them. That's just me, guys. That's just me. I'm crazy. I do everything through Venmo. If I don't have the money in my Venmo, I can't buy a spot. It definitely helps. Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, someone was saying that like you could set limits on whatnot, and then if you hit your limit, like there's nothing you can do. Like you can't like put in a password or unlock it or anything. It's just like your limit was $100 a day, which is still quite a bit of money. So that's probably something I should look into because obviously deleting the app doesn't work. Because what happens when I delete the app is I have a good friend like named Soggy Waffles who will just be like, I'm doing a show and it's going to be a banger. And I'm like, oh, well, I gotta watch the Waffles show. Like that guy. How often does he do a show? That's great. Um, you can raise your limit. Oh, He's streaming Thursdays now. Thursdays are a bad day for me, so fuck off. I will not be on today's Thursday, right? Today's gonna be a long day at work, and then I will be rushing home for a movie night pool party at our friend's house because last weekend their son really wanted us to stay for a movie, but we're like, dude, we've already been here for 7 hours. That should help. You can't be in the room then. I mean, you're the mod. You could just boot me, okay? If you see me, boot me. I should actually tell that to all the mods. Like, if you see me, boot me. All right. We're way over time. Ryan Turner would be rolling in his grave if he knew how over time we went. I actually had some conversations with Ryan Turner yesterday. Missed that dude. Love you all. Have an amazing day. Enjoy your Thursday. And we will see you back here tomorrow, Friday, like we always do. And I'm gonna be ripping some stuff because these things are pissing me off. I want to rip all these on stream with you guys. Um, and I keep forgetting and going over time. So now I can't. It's a bummer. It is what it is. But bye everybody. Let's get that music going.
What's up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's the morning